Hey, this is Matt, the GM. So we had a little bit of audio issue at the beginning, so I just deleted that out of the video. Um, so here's a little recap of what happened. I forgot to plug in everyone's audio, so you only hear me for a little bit. Um, Here's the good news. Uh, the recap is Merry Christmas. It was a Christmas game. It was a Christmas Day game. So I'm gonna jump in. You guys can hear me be a big dumb idiot and realize what I've done, and then we'll just jump back into the rest of the content. So enjoy the world that was promised, episode 2, and let's see if I screw this up again next time. See ya. Bye. Yes, that's right. So one thing I just figured out is your guys' audio is not coming in, so I'm gonna fix that. Um, but beautiful. You gotta love that. What about now? Now say something.
Howdy.
Something.
Test
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
look at that.
These
There
nuts.
it is. There it is. That's why we do test beforehand, and we got so excited we didn't do it. Long story short, let's finish up with Rolo. Rolo, you had a little adventure to the player's tent or the player's playground. Oh, you got me saying it. It's kind of the last thing to do on Welcome's Reach before you go across the bridge. You met your deity. You kind of learned about how it's going to work. And a gruesome thing kind of happened. Blake, I was trying to tell you, but I was muted. Blake told you about his patronage. He follows something called the Blue Chair. You're not quite sure what it was. He didn't really explain it. His explanation was somewhere out there is a blue chair. But you convinced him that what he's been told about leaving this island isn't true, and he sprinted towards the bridge, and once he touched it, he crumbled into a gelatinous goo right on the other side of the bridge. So Rolo has firsthand experience of something strange happening here for sure, which is a great segue to jump back over to Star. Star, would you mind speed recapping again, because you did such a good job?
No worries. So the PCs basically made it onto the island where they were introduced to the innkeeper, who seemed a little off in Theron's opinion, because of bread. This questionable bread. We were even given a warning by one of the people who were also staying at the inn. Anyways, at the day later, we ended up going into the town to get our equipment, things that we're going to be starting off with, like a map and whatnot. But Theron just can't, just cannot strike this feeling of bad feeling. So he goes to the bakery to go figure out where this bad bread's coming from, and Veridity ends up following him as well. The only person who doesn't end up following is Rolo.
Absolutely, and now we know where Rolo went and what he did. So I think we start right back with Rolo as we kind of zoom into his perspective as Blake crumbles into goo. Rolo, what's your first initial thought when you see that?
Rolo just kind of sits there and wide-eyed, what the fuck?
And as you think that, you hear multiple voices go, "The fuck, the fuck, the fuck." As we pull back over to you, people seem quite surprised.
At this point, he looks at the joint in his hand at the moment, looks at the guy, looks at the joint, like, fuck. And he's going to start making his way back to the other two.
Okay. As you've been gone a little bit, we will bring you over to them once time catches up. But Veridity, Theron, you guys are not in the street. In fact, you guys are. Dun, 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 dun. One. There it is. So once again, Mara's bakery here. Nothing too crazy to write home about, but it does have gosh, it has a simpleness to it that with everything you've kind of learned feels a little off. Would you two, Theron and Veridity, like to give me a perception or an investigation? How do you want to go about figuring this place out? You guys tell me.
What do you want to do? You said perception or investigation?
Yeah. Unless you have something else that you would like to think.
Is that what the
Is it the dark? Or is it dark?
perception?
Can I get advantage on it because she's also proficient?
If you guys want to help each other, yeah, I'll let one of you guys roll with advantage.
What is your
I have a plus 4.
Okay, so you should do it.
Okay.
You also have
What?
perception?
Yeah.
You're also
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking for advantage.
okay.
All right. Do you have guidance by any chance?
I am not a cleric, bro. I have
Can I get guidance? She has guidance.
Yeah. Are you gonna cast guidance?
Yeah, I'll place a hand on his shoulder.
Oh, thanks, honey. I'll
No,
try.
I'm gonna like if you do something wrong, I'm gonna squeeze the fuck out of your shoulder.
That's
alright.
the guidance is not fucking up guidance. I love it.
Roger.
All right, let's get our first roll tonight.
An 18 plus a D4.
Did you roll twice?
That's a 19. That will
19.
advantage. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of things are you looking for specifically? Here's the whole map. Where do you want to start with? Keep in mind, Mara is waiting. She like walked to her station right away, so she's waiting patiently, just watching with a big smile.
Is there any like crack, like very obvious like buttons in the wall, like obvious like tainted ingredients? Because like there's obvious, it's a bakery, like there is bread, assumably like everywhere
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
to like
yep.
pick up, look at, and then go purchase.
Right.
So is there any like anything that like kind of obviously looks like? Because we have seen the tainted bread before.
Like, I'd like to think that Theron, has made his own food and bread before in the past, just
Mhm.
living outside. He's seen how bread is made. Does it, like, with the whole, because we're in the bakery, is there anything off about it that would not be in a normal bakery?
I would say from your perspective, the first thing that would catch your eye is the shelf full of mysterious spices, and even like some liquids. So does that, as you kind of like look that way? Yeah, he could.
He
help
would
out so much.
know. He could
Uh,
look at the quote unquote spices.
That shelf definitely kind of stands out as things that some of it is something you could put in bread. Some of it is some things you could pour over bread, maybe mix with bread, but it just seems like a lot, way too much for this like very small town to be selling.
And is there like, because you said it could be mix-ins. Is there like that like labeled breads that say like that it has those mix-ins?
As far as you know, it's just all one type of bread. Like as you guys move around the shop, Mara, she kind of like yells out and she's like, "Is there anything I can help you guys with? You guys, kind of asked to look around. I didn't expect you to look so thoroughly around, but here we are."
No, I'm gonna step up.
Oh, all right. Go ahead, sweetheart.
You say bad things.
I would never say
I'm gonna
something so
kindly
hurtful.
like step closer and be like, well, I was just wondering if you sell anything other than just the one type of bread. It's like you have so many spices. It seems like you could create so many other pastries or products.
Yeah, that's such a great question. I used to. I love me a good pastry. And people seem to really like them, but since the mayor got here, he's requested bread. Um, it's easier to make, and I can make a lot more of it when I just focus on it. They've given me a pretty good deal. I get paid. I get my housing paid for. My kids get to pick whatever school that they want to. One wants to be a bard, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, that's kind of
Unfortunately, it's
oh,
rough.
yeah. He's not a good singer, so I'm not sure really what he. Maybe a I'm not sure. But those spices over there, they've been collecting dust. That's for sure. I open up a couple of them, some thistle from time to time to put on my own bread, but that's about it.
Saren, Saren, like the way she's answering, he doesn't feel very
No,
confident.
okay, pause.
You wa-
Because to be fair,
Uh-huh.
as a person who's genuinely worked in a small business bakery, you do have a bunch of spices that you don't really use.
Now, don't get me wrong, sure, but at the same time, this whole town has been weird.
No,
and
the
it's
thing
coming from this
to my
bakery.
ears is she's been told she's been told only to
And that's what
By
Theron
the
wants to
mayor.
see, and that's what Theron's looking for in the way she's talking, is if she might feel a bit aggravated. The mayor is making her only make bread.
Wait, give me a second, I got this. Do you want to say something?
Well, I just want to see if I can make an insight check.
Okay, let me talk a little bit more and then you can make that insight.
Okay.
So I want to see if I can just get the information out. Oh, the mayor makes you not make, like, only make bread? Is that upsetting at all? I mean, as a person who has been around to many bakeries all over the world, the reason why you open up a bakery is to kind of have that creativity and that freedom.
Her jaw drops. She goes, all over the world?
All over the world.
What's and she like starts fumbling for a notebook. She goes, what's the coolest thing you've seen?
The cool as culinary wise or just
Yeah,
out in the
of
world
course.
wise?
No. I've heard of terrible things, but I love baking, and you just have to. Sometimes you don't even know what you want until you hear about it. Then you really want to make it.
So I would say the coolest thing I've ever seen is would Paris be a real place here, or can
Paris.
Absolutely no. You as you kind of think about your travels, you think of like multiple different places, but is there like some sort of pastry or some sort of baked good that you can now make canon now?
Yeah, no. I
how
have a
you want?
specific one in mind. It's just in this beautiful artistic city I went to long ago, they make these giant towers made out of cream puffs and just caramelized sugar. Giant towers. Beautiful.
Towers of it?
Towers over there. It's called Crokenbush.
And you just see her get out her quill. Crokenbush Tower of Cream Puff. That is, I've never even thought about making structures. That's so great.
Mm-hmm. They do the same with macarons, but usually with the macarons they have like a board on the inside, and then they'll take caramelized sugar and put those onto it.
Huh. That seems pretty delicate for me. I'm gonna try it. I'm not afraid to try it. When I get my free time.
Of course.
Yeah. So as you kind of look around, I will give you that 19. Still, as you kind of look, obviously she's reached under her counter, and she seems to have things over there. You do notice the pile of breads, and the two things that catch your eye are this fireplace here and this door. There doesn't seem to be much more to this building from how you felt you walked in to what you see now. And you're not even sure if you saw a fireplace, but you feel most confident now, Theron, that behind that door cannot be much. That would probably be the end of your 19.
Just curious. So, Theron's just gonna be like, "So, ma'am, I'm just wondering, are you a bit upset about the idea that you can't make any other pastries or any kind of yummy, delicious treats besides bread?"
I don't think upset's the right word. He's asked me.
Irritating?
Well,
I mean, I'm not trying to put words in. I'm just saying I know how it feels to feel limited.
yeah, it's... Did people love my pastries? Sure. But do people love getting this free bread that I get paid, I mean, absolutely out the Feywild for? It's beyond me why he pays me so much. And then he just goes and gives it out for free.
Hold on.
Wait, pause. Is it you that distribute the bread, or is it him that specifically distributes the bread?
Well, he brings in, a couple lads that help. I kind of taught them how to make it, and they put it together, and I oversee. And then I do my share. They said I didn't have to, but I felt kind of useless, so I've got to do something. So yeah, I distribute a little bit.
So, does he give you any specific ingredients?
Oh no, I had
Does
to
he
give them
supply
my
the-
recipe. Well, I guess he's helped.
But do they just supply the ingredients? Like, does he give you the flour, the yeast, any other spices, any ingredients that he specifically told you to use?
No, he's kind of helped maintain it. But now with all my free time, I like to go get my own. I take a trip, across the way to get my flour, and the yeast I get, across the way as well. So he helps when I'm maybe sick or my kids need my attention. He helps take over then, but no, he doesn't take too much away from me in that aspect.
So, okay, I have one last question. I understand that this might seem like we're asking weird questions. We're just investigating something, and you have done nothing wrong, to our knowledge.
Oh, I sure hope not.
No, you seem like a very lovely, caring woman, a very talented baker. My last
blushes.
question is there any point in the process that you aren't with the bread?
Oh yeah, a lot of
As
it.
in someone could do something to the bread.
Oh yeah. In fact, they're making some for tomorrow right now. So I'm not really there. I'll go check on them in a minute.
Do you mind if we accompany you? I just want to see how they make their bread.
Oh, I'll have to go check first.
Is there any way that we can maybe not ask? I know it may seem a bit invasive, and I apologize. I do apologize, but I'm a little skeptical about this bread. I want to enjoy your delicious bread, ma'am. I promise you I do, but I haven't felt too comfortable walking in town with the way people have been acting based upon this bread. And I don't want to go off a baseless rumor that you're the one who's making the bread. So I would like to believe that someone else may be purchasing the bread that you make so hard. And it shows, ma'am. I appreciate the work that you do in this bakery. You do some flawless work.
Thank you. I assume you're talking about how everyone feels calm and carefree and happy after they have my bread. Is that what's kind of getting you all worked up?
Ma'am, I don't think that's the case. I think it's whatever they're making. No offense. I think your bread looks spectacular, and the slices you have looks amazing, and I'd love to have a loaf or two. But what I'm curious about is what they're making and what they're putting in.
But, well, I don't love telling people this, and I'm not quite sure I feel comfortable telling you, but I do. It's not just flour and yeast and water. There's and temperature, but I do have an ingredient that does. It just makes you feel good. I do put that. That's part of my process.
Can we ask what specifically what that ingredient is?
I don't really feel comfortable. I feel like that's violating some of my own recipes, and you can just go turn a profit. I'm supposed to say yes to everything you guys say here while you're in Welcome's Reach, but I wouldn't feel comfortable telling you. It's a flower.
Listen here, man. I'm not going to tell you that we need to hear it, and I appreciate you talking to us. We're just concerned citizens, and I'm just trying to do my due diligence and making sure everyone's all right. And I don't, once again, I'm not trying to pry into your business, because you seem like you really care about your, the way you make your bread. And I said, my wife here is very much into the bacon and pastries industry, and she's one of the few people that you could probably talk to in a safe environment. Just because me personally, I don't really cook very much, and I bake ever so often, but she has traveled, she's tried different things. But we have no interest in making bread our currency or like our life's work. We plan on helping out where we can, doing some tough labor, no problem, but then going about our way.
She gets a little bit nervous. Her eyebrows kind of like smush together. She kind of messes up her face. And she goes and picks up this I can't believe I fumbled at the word for this. A spoon, like a wooden spoon, like something you'd use to stir. And she just kind of gets it and she goes, these damn things, they're always splintering, and you can't use them once they splinter. Sorry, I got a little cut. Just gonna toss this in the fireplace, and as she kind of bends over, she tosses it in the fireplace, and then ting 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 ting. Gonna have to turn that on one of these days. Probably soon. Gathering a lot of sticks in there. Sorry, I was so caught up with what I was saying, or what I was feeling. I heard you guys saying stuff, but my thumb got a little cut. You can see there's a little bit of blood trickling down as she kind of steps over to this station to wash her hands. Admittedly, quite closer to you now without a barrier.
Do I make a perception check on that fireplace?
Yeah.
Yes. I will let, since you called it out, Veridity can have that perception check.
Can I give her advantage? Because I'm also curious about that.
I think you would have to make it kind of obvious if you were like, because you would have to walk up to her and be like, "Oh no, I see what you're saying. That's not you know what I mean." So
what
if that's what you want to do,
what if Theron goes over to and just like, "Wow, that looks like a really big wound, miss. Are you okay?" And he's just distracting her a little bit more, so Veridity can go check that out a little bit more thorough, like.
Yeah, Veridity, is that what you're gonna do? Are you gonna step closer to the fireplace? Yeah. Absolutely. As you kind of step close, you get close to the counter, and as you're kind of looking at her cut, Mara kind of looks over. She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Please don't go behind my counter."
Oh, is it behind our counter?
Yes, it's right there.
But am I close enough to be able to look into it?
Oh, yeah, you can see it much more clearly. So go ahead and roll a perception. Actually, first, before you do that, Theron, why don't you give me... I will, if you're actually going to look at it, give me a medicine check. If you're trying to kind of bluff your way through it, give me deception.
You know what? I'll do that medicine check. I'll do that.
Mhm.
I will
then-
do that,
What's
man.
your perception?
My perception's a 0.
Oh,
Flat
it's a
0.
great roll.
If you can get over a 13, I would give you advantage on this perception check there, Veridity. Dobby, I haven't
Hold
forgotten
on, I have
about you.
guidance.
You have guidance.
I have guidance still. Thank God.
Looking for a 2 big.
13.
Exactly.
You know what? I always go tied to whoever is the quote-unquote attacker. So yeah, as you look at it, it is a superficial wound, and you are even able to pluck out one more little shard of wood as you kind of pull out a tiny strip of leather to kind of wrap around it. What do you say to her as you're distracting her a little bit?
Ma'am, you gotta be careful. You never know. These splinters, like, let me tell you about this story when I was younger. One time when I was younger, I was playing on this tree. And by golly,
Okay, while
I
he's
fell.
saying the story, can I do my perception?
Absolutely. I'm yes.
Am I getting advantage on this or?
Yes, you are. He rolled high enough. Absolutely. You have an extra moment where when you hear this accent
Oh,
echoing
click
across the
the A.
cobblestone.
On there.
This one?
Yeah, yes.
Dobby, your Rolo is just around the corner.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
This is beautiful. You look in this fireplace, and there is a fireplace. Like there's charcoal, there's burn. You can even kind of smell it now that you're here. But really, when you look, someone has painted the back of this fireplace a little bit deeper to be a charred black color. And now that you're looking, there is no wooden spoon. And even like leaning just barely past your countertop, you can hear these two bumbling fools. What was that? Oh, she dropped something down the fireplace. Nah, she didn't drop nothing down the... Oh, it wasn't a spoon. It's got a splinter in it. Oh, the signal. Well, better put our pants back on and put this... And you just hear like the strapping of leather, and the neck cracking. It was a good nap. It was a good nap. I didn't nap all that great. As it like is barely echoing towards you. With that, Rolo, you find your way to the shop. You're just outside the door. As you kind of open up the door, Veridity, what do you say or do in this moment?
Okay. I'm gonna ask this. Because he is my husband, do we have a signal or a sign to say that like something is about to happen?
Oh, 100%. I'm sure. I'm trying to decide if it's a really dumb phrase or if it's a really dumb hand signal. But you tell me.
I think it would be a really dumb hand signal because I don't think Veridity would like openly say something really dumb and obvious.
Yeah.
So, what should the hand signal be?
You just flip me off randomly.
No, because that happens too much.
That might come up naturally.
Damn. No, the situation. This is a weird timing for you to do that. I've done nothing wrong. I've said nothing wrong.
No, but that wouldn't be like a universal signal. Be like, oh shit, something's happening.
No, that should. If you're flipping me off for no good reason,
Could I like flip him off, like point towards the fireplace?
Absolutely.
Theron's just gonna be like, "Oh, that's and Theron's just like, "Oh fuck."
Drop your gun, bro.
So immediately like grabs both pistols.
As Mara like puts her hands up, she goes, you guys just were scaring me. You were asking a lot of questions. I'm not allowed to answer so many questions. Please put those down.
Man, I'm gonna give you some advice. Get on the ground and don't move. That is my respectful opinion on the situation. So if he's so kind like to do that.
Rolo, you come around the corner to Theron, two guns out, and a very stern talking to Mara, who you've kind of seen just in the street. As Mara scrambles underneath the little washing station, and she's just shaking. Oh God! Oh God! Rolo, what would you like to do?
Roller's just going to kind of look around like, what the hell is going on around here? First people's melting down the glob, now y'all are attacking people.
Can I call out to Rolo and be like, the fireplace trap?
Roller's
Trap fireplace.
Roller's gonna walk over and like, what do you mean trap?
It's a
As
secret
you-
passage. There's men down there. They're about to
As-
come up.
As you yell
Roller
that,
isn't even gonna ask. He's just gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast right down the hole.
absolutely. You go to get Eldritch Blast ready, and this voice kind of echoes up the fireplace. He goes, "Hey, I'm pretty sure they know we're down here." "Hey, you idiot! It's not down. It's just here." "Ah, that's right." "Hey, do you hear that sound?" And what does your Eldritch Blast sound and smell and feel like?
Well, honestly, I'm gonna have it. You know, it honestly smells like really, 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 really bad medicinal herbs.
Sure, just a
As it's
bad
picking up in
burn.
his- Yeah. And he just like shoots it straight down the hole, like no fucks given whatsoever.
Yeah, with a range of 120, you can get there easily. As the blast kind of hits, you hear these voices again, like, "Ah, shit! Hey, dude, knock that off." Yeah. What Hurl said? Knock that off. There's a bunch of stuff down here, and you're gonna break it. Why are you? Oh, first off, is Mary okay?
Theron's just gonna pop his head into the. He's just gonna move over and just pop his head in there and just be like, "Well,
Hold up, you're holding her at gunpoint.
no, Theron has Theron. Listen, bro, Theron's still holding her at gunpoint. He's just good at being a gunslinger. Theron's gonna stick his head in there and be like, "Listen here, fellas. Your friend, she's doing okay. She's fine, but
Scared.
she's a little scared. But I recommend you two come up here. You know, no weapons. I recommend not doing that. If I see a weapon, my trigger finger gets a little itchy, and I'm not for it. So just come on up. We can talk it out. If not, there's always other, solutions to problems. How's that
What?
sound?
Real bad. Well, I'm not going out there. Why don't you come in here? We got weapons too. And we have stale bread. And stale bread. Yeah, that hurts, dude.
You have weapons, I have divine magic.
I have good bread. I have fresh bread.
We've got fresh bread too. A lot of it, actually. Hey, so we're in one of those standoffs. You know, like you hear in all the movies. Yeah, like I
We have the baker.
Quick question before we continue on, just above table.
yeah.
Is a tinderbox explosive?
Tinderbox?
Oh wait. Hey,
It's
Rolo. Rolo, do you still have that explosive powder?
Oh god.
I do. I do. Rollo gets extremely excited and pulls out the explosive powder and just slowly starts pouring it down the hole.
Okay, let me restart this because that was above table.
Yeah.
Theron's gonna be like, hey, Rolo, good friend. I know you were gonna probably do this to maybe do a special Zah or something, but do you still got a little bit of that, exploding powder?
Rollo gets like the biggest, the happiest look on his face. He's like, I do. He pulls it out.
Oh,
Pops
okay,
open,
okay. Listen. You will kill so many people if you do that. Yeah, like almost everyone here.
Then get
Wait.
up here.
Hey, I'm the brains.
you have two options. Here are the options. Either you stay down there, we put explosive powder down there, you go boom, you're gone. Or you come up here and we have a nice friendly chat.
I like my wife's suggestion, fellas. I'm just saying.
There's a third option. Hear me out.
Or I could command your asses. So
You're doing great. I love this negotiation we got going on. I could go get the guy downstairs who makes explosives, and he could just do what you're gonna do anyways. He's crazy. We don't like having him down there.
Rolo just drops the powder. He drops it down the hole.
you took too long.
Theron has lit his tinderbox, got the torch, thrown it down the
You took too long. Guess what happens? These two go wild. None of my fault.
I have already thrown the torch. It is lit and gone.
Rolo quickly turns and runs like, we might want to move.
Mara
Theron
screams
grabs
and
the
she
woman
books it
And
out the
just
door.
like football.
Not this woman.
Oh,
You're running
she
too. Don't even act.
she
Theron
was
has
so
the-
gone so fast. You like turn and look, and she is scrambling. She goes, "You guys are absolute morons! Holy shit! I'm gonna go get my kids!" And she is gone.
We know.
We're gone too.
The guys downstairs.
Anyway, so let's hide.
What was that?
Let's run it. I feel like we're gonna have to run out of this bakery and then hide because if we leave this bakery running, sprinting, it's gonna be obvious what the fuck we just did.
You think that
We
like
do
that's a thought in your head, and you can hear Mara going, "The new people are fucking morons!" As she like is sprinting outside, door wide open.
Hated that woman.
No, we're good now.
What's Mage Hand?
She's talking about all people, so we'll be fine.
There
Don't worry
is
about it, sweetheart.
a very old voice downstairs, and you just hear this. What? No, not with all my bombs.
Anyway, we're out of the bakery.
We left, so we're gone. We're gone.
Oh, you would love to be gone. We now have a skill check moment. I would love all of you to roll some dexterity checks here. We're looking to beat a 12. Dexterity
Okay, I
looking
got
to beat some 12s. It's a group check
Can
at
I
this point.
can I cast guidance?
13.
Wait, can you cast guidance on yourself?
This doesn't apply to
No, it's skill.
wisdom saves or dex saving throws.
I got
That's
16.
thaumaturgy. I got a 13.
Okay.
I got 14.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. The only person who could trip us now is Rolo. Oh,
No, he got
Rolo,
16.
you're already done. Okay, okay. Yeah. Rolo, you kind of have that that moment where the high kicks in just right, and you go, "It's a perfect 90." Turn another perfect 90. Bounce off the door. It's the perfect angle. Veridity, there is a table in front of you. You want to slide under or jump over?
I'll slide under.
Sliding under baseball style. You kind of pop back up, turn the corner perfectly. Theron, there is a lot of obstacles. You going around the table or over the counter? Sorry, around the counter or over the counter?
So Theron has holstered his pistols and like just good old cowboy style, hops out like slides across the table, slides underneath the second table, hops over the counter, slides underneath the table, whips that corner and just dips.
Okay. With all of you outside, you, Theron, you were last, and you had a 19 perception of this place. As you kind of slide out the door, you hear this thump. Well, I'm safe. And then you hear, "We're not safe." "No, we're not, bud." And then there's a and this building, just the side of it, oddly enough, just the side you guys are on, fully explode. You all take half damage here because you guys all passed, which is good news because this was not going to be great. D12 plus 4. Well, it's a 5. Come on, D&D Beyond. That's so many bombs that just blew up. You're messed up, D&D Beyond. You all take 5 damage of just like random stones, little window glass bits that kind of fling off and like hit you, as Mara's bakery seems to have stood up just for a little bit with all the missing pieces before it just crumbles down to the ground. Just the side of it.
Wow. That was interesting. There's like a massive crater.
Down deep down, yeah, it probably goes about 16 feet down. As the remainder of the wall just like is now.
Has can I check to see my surroundings to see if has been any movement from like town guards or anything coming at us right now while we're outside?
Yep, I'm gonna bring us back to Welcome's Reach. Let's see here. Make you go away, make you go away, make you go away. Bring her back down to size. And yeah, absolutely, with like one side of this building gone, you can see Mara just now squeezing in between some cracks to like get safe as she kind of peeks her head back around the corner and she goes, "Oh, my bakery. Oh, those guards are dead. They're for sure dead. That old man's dead." And she's just like sitting there now motionless. Obviously the entire town's heading this way. Jasper's 1 through 7, -6 of course, because he turned into a puddle of goop. Stepping out of the traveler's closet is Healy. I mean, everyone who's anyone is stepping out right now. You have the full attention of this place.
Roller's just kind of like dusting himself off. Like, can we do that again?
I don't think that's a good
we
idea.
probably should head back in there just to assess.
I don't think you want to be seen in there.
Well, right now we're seen. Right now we're seen, sweetheart. We need to go down there and figure out what the hell made that bread. Because it's down there with those fuckers.
Just down the road, the mayor looks at you and he puts a finger up in the air. Excuse me, what an entrance. As he gets closer and closer, he's like yelling this over crowds. Excuse me, pardon me, child.
Back away. I want to back away. I want to be behind everyone.
Oh, just quick question. I mean, no offense by this, but, and he like whispers, "What in the ever-loving fuck was that?"
They attacked us.
So Theron's going to spin around and be like, "What the hell did you have down there, good sir?" And he's getting pissed. Like, he's like angry. He's like he's taking like some heavy steps towards this man.
Under the bakery, where the alchemist lives, the guy who keeps us safe whenever unsavory people kind of come snooping around the building. Well, he lives down there.
He lived.
You had an alchemist who was making bread. That was
no, he
ancient
just
people's
rented the
bread.
place below. He hates it. I think he's allergic to most wheat.
Something ain't adding up, and you are behind this. Because when we were talking to people, and I'm not going to name names, you were at the forefront of this conversation, good sir.
Yeah,
So either you're going to tell me, or we're going to have a problem. And he's going to like put a hand on his holster.
Oh man, quite the scene we have here, and now that everyone's a little antsy, I think it's going to be a hard time finding a bridge guide, but we can most certainly talk about it here out in the open if you want. Would you mind, before we have that chat, if I make sure that my 2 men who are down there helping out with the bread are exploded all over the place? Trix, I'm sure, is fine. Trix is a smart guy. He knows some magical hoodas, and I'm sure he made that big dome of his, but I would like to know if 3 people are alive down there or just 1.
Roller's just
I don't think it's a good
chuckling.
idea to go alone. Sorry, Bobby.
Sorry, go ahead, Dobby.
What was that? Go ahead.
I said Roller's just kind of chuckling as he's relit his joint.
Okay, maybe, just hear me out. Right after a massive explosion, a small house fire isn't a great idea. I'm not trying to bust you. I'm not trying to be Mr. Mean Guy here. And his, like, you can see behind his eyes, like, it's blood boiling up inside. The veins near his face are, like, pumping. And his skin is even, like, pulsating red a little bit. And he just... not trying to be the bad guy. Just trying to make sure you guys get to your new home safe, and so far, I must not be doing a great job.
Theron's looking for like a hint of like, and the way he's talking, like he's looking for some like amount of not like guilt, but a hint of truth, but not the whole truth. You know what I'm saying? Not a
Yeah.
lie.
Do you
But-
want to roll some insight on him?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Like he's saying he wants to go help or see if there's survivors, but Theron doesn't believe that. Theron's like, hey, he's trying to go make sure his, you know, his boy, the guy who was doing the fucking magic, is down there.
Okay, I get what you're looking for. Yeah. Give me an insight check here.
All right, let's do this. Ooh, natural 20.
The biggest thing you get is this guy is about to explode with anger. You're not quite sure what he is per se, but you got a good idea. If he gets mad, he will get very big and very tough. As far as what he actually wants to see, you think he does want to make sure that at least a portion of what was downstairs is okay. He probably could give a fuck less about the guards.
Okay, so someone needs to follow him.
All right, so Theron's gonna be like, all right, big man, and he's gonna get in his fucking face. Yo, we'll let you down there. I don't mind, but I'm gonna watch you, nice and slow. And Theron says it creepy.
Hey, that's fine with me. In fact, why don't you make sure, and he puts his arm around you, and like his big coat kind of covers it, and the second his arm touches you, there is no gap between the coat and like his muscles, and he squeezes you in tight, and he goes, why don't we go look together? And his like blood is like pulsating in his eye. His vessels are just like getting bigger as he kind of walks you back into the bakery. What was that?
I'm gonna step closer the second he grabs my husband, and my hand's just gonna like be held out a bit as like sparks start flying from my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I suggest you let go of my husband right now, good sir.
Oh, this is a friendly
Let
gesture of
him go.
roll me an intimidation.
Damn,
Ooh.
fuck. Oh wait, I'm charisma based.
Yes, you are a charisma-based character.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
You forgot? You forgot?
Give me a second. D&D Beyond is crapping out on me.
That's all right. That's all right.
D&D Beyond, everybody.
D&D Beyond, bringing you all sorts of features like, oops, we went
15.
down. 15. You kind of shout that to him. The sparks kind of like leave your fingertips. He looks at you. He looks down and goes, husband, I didn't know that. I must have got a little too friendly. And he lets you go, and like you didn't know you were holding your breath until all of a sudden he lets go, and you have like this big inhale. Theron, he looks and goes, yeah, that's fine. More the merrier. If you guys want to come down there with us, be my guest.
Just watch your hands and keep them to yourself, or else you might get a shock. Understood?
He looks at you, and he tilts his head, and like one of his eyebrows goes up, and he goes, I suggest if you want to come look, you come look. But if you make threats at me, I don't have to let you guys onto the island.
You're the
You
one
guys can
getting
just be
into
stuck
it.
here. I'm not here to cause any trouble. I can't say the same for you guys exploding a building. But what I can say is I would like to go
Saying about
downstairs.
you having a random lab. Why don't we go check that lab, sir?
I
You
would-
first.
I would love to. And he steps on in. he's like nervously twitching his neck. His shoulders are like rolling constantly. And you guys see he opens up a door. In fact, I'll show you this first.
God.
She is no longer here. Behind this door, dropped straight into this room. We had two individuals here who are most certainly slammed into the wall, missing chunks and body pieces. Hurl's even just like still a little bit alive, but he's like faded at this point. He's just like holding on to dear life. And the mayor walks past this scene and heads downstairs. He might do like a little like tisk tisk tisk.
The one line check.
But you, who all followed in this group, by the way, just so I know.
I'm pretty sure it's Theron, and then it goes Veridity. Dobby, what you doing over there?
He's following us. He's smoking.
Okay. To be fair, there could be some more gunpowder down here. Just so you know. There is a chance gunpowder is still floating around down here. Let me find the mayor real quick. Before there he is. There's Keen. Absolutely. As Keen comes around the corner, massive chunks of the wall here are also blown to bits. And as he walks through, and you guys all follow, I assume, you just hear Keen go, Trix, you okay? And he steps out, and kind of stepping through this bubble, an old gnome, peeks his head. He goes, "Is it done?" Yeah, I think what's done is done. And Trix goes, "What fucking idiots? Did they not know I was down here?" As you guys kind of step through the door, seeing just destruction. There's even still a few bottles of something bubbling in the corner, as Trix kind of pops out and he goes, oh shit, and he like runs across the way and he starts pouring some powder on top of it. Oh shit, that could have been worse than the first one. And the mayor kind of looks at you guys. I believe maybe you should be introducing yourself to the man you almost killed. And the gnome hops up on the table.
Oh, great.
I want to do a perception check on this room.
Absolutely, go for it.
$14.
What you know is it is an absolute mess of shit everywhere. Potions, powders, things that are liquid for a moment drop to solid and go back to liquid. Ooblock, if you would.
Would I know any of these ingredients?
Everything here looks like it's been mixed so many times it's no longer what it used to be. But you don't know if it's always been this messy or if this explosion has made it this messy. But it is a mess now.
Okay.
This gnome is now tapping his foot on his table, and he goes, "Introductions are in order, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Mr. Gnome.
Trix.
We're-
Trix Knots, if you feel like being formal about it."
Well, all right. Since we're being a little formal, my name's Theron Wildgrove. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sorry about the big boom. It's just your associates did not seem to reciprocate, this formal introduction. I tried to be polite. You can ask everyone. I'm being honest here with you. Good gnome, sir. Good Tricks. I tried to be polite. You can ask my associates here. I gave them 1, 2, 3 chances to come out and just have a conversation. We weren't being aggressive. I felt like we were being quite polite, but then they threatened us. I had to threaten them back, and that was just how. And that's all she wrote.
You're telling me some absolute moron bread makers weren't super polite and knowledgeable, so you tried to blow them up? Just hear me out. Hear me out. Not the
To be fair,
friendliest of introductions.
they said that they would grab you. Did they say they were gonna grab you?
So
Him?
they said that
That they were gonna grab
gonna
bombs?
they were gonna use whatever stuff you have to blow us up.
Well, maybe.
Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Rolo?
Yeah, but I beat him to the trigger.
Oh, so it's this Rolo character I have to thank for my years of work now turned to dust and ash. Rolo, a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure's mine. You wanna calm down with a joint?
No, I don't. And he puts on this eyeglass, and he spins it, it turns blue, he spins it, it turns red, he spins it, and it turns green, and he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, you signed a contract, didn't you? Who was it? Who'd you sign a contract with?"
What do you mean a contract?
You have someone who's granted you some sort of magical abilities, some deity, sometimes even just a circus act themselves, but I can see him. He's got chains holding you. You should be careful. Mess around with stuff like that.
Himself, so he's just gonna be like, how about Mr. What was it, Trickster? How about we don't try and analyze, us? I would greatly appreciate. I'm sure Mr. Rolo here wouldn't appreciate, being a little analyzed.
He goes back to
I don't
blue
know.
and he looks at you and he's like, "Self-taught. That's fair.
Oh.
I respect self-taught." And he turns and looks at Veridity, and he turns it to red and he goes, "Also self-taught, but was much easier for you. Interesting. All three of you. Something interesting about all of you. You're not some of the normals that they get here." He looks over at the mayor. "No wonder they caused troubles. Did you screen them? Did you even talk to any of them?"
I tried talking to this Mr. Mayor when I first got here.
I am busy on collection day. You all know that. That's why I ask for you guys' help, which you don't do. And he's talking to Trix. "I've got my own stuff going on. But what are three very fancy individuals like yourselves coming over to this place for?"
I point towards him.
Theron's like, well, and he's gonna look at both of them, both Trix and the mayor, and just straight up ask him, what have y'all done to the bread? And why is the way it is?
"Have you not figured it out for yourself?" And the mayor's like, Trix, could we... He goes, "We're not having that bread for quite some time. Might as well tell them they're going to be on the other side of the bridge anyways." What do you
we
think?
figured out like
Oh, we know it's magically infused with some kind of like a drug or potion.
to
but-
make everything look brighter, happier. That way, everyone can overlook the bad.
Exactly.
Yeah, is that so bad? Really?
Yes.
It depends on how you look at it. On your point of view, it's perfect. It works out perfectly. You don't have to fix every little crack, every little thing that comes up. But for people who do not know that it is happening, it could go either or. It could be on your side, it could be on a completely different side. Most people don't appreciate randomly being drugged to hide truths.
Yeah, not me personally. Honestly, I'm pretty quick to blow the person who did that's head off. Pretty quick
I
here.
feel like you've proved that.
Yeah.
This time with a
Yeah, you did prove that actually. Hey, it's not really what I'm cool with. It's not really my cup of tea. I don't have much to do with the bread. That's the two bread idiot makers up there and the lady. And to be truthful, and he looks at the mirror, goes, maybe you should tell her that you're doubling up a recipe. Maybe that's the thing you should do. But I'm here to do my own work at the self leisure that I have. And yeah, they're fucking with the bread. So what? Let people be happy for a day and a half. Is that so much to ask?
Listen, man, I don't know where you come from. Me personally, I've seen it, in Wood Elves left and right. It's not a good look, friend. And if you're trying to get people to, come here, to trust y'all and to believe in y'all, so for in the future when they go over the bridge, they could believe y'all. My opinion, make some loaves that do have the double dose and some that don't, and just be like, hey, you can have your choice of, surprise happiness or none at all, just food.
Not my cup of tea, not my thing to talk about. That's all on him. You negotiate with that guy. I have half a decade of work I have to get back to. And I would appreciate it if I didn't have to talk about this fucking bread anymore. And he genuinely just
All right,
looks
just-
so over the conversation. And he'll even look to the mayor. He goes, I'm fine. My work is fine. The things I'm doing here aren't great, but I'll fix it. Give me... add on 2.5 years. And he goes, 2.5 years is a steep cost. Granted. Not the time to get into it. And he turns and looks at you three and he goes, I have to go get 2... And he thinks about it. He goes, very small coffins prepared.
Yeah, I don't really think you need a coffin. Honestly, you could probably mix their, their digestive tracts into the ground, and it'd probably make the soil a little bit healthier. You can probably some of the best mushrooms I've ever eaten was off the, the corpse.
Okay, love. I
Trix.
think
Trix has left.
said it.
He's doing his own thing. He turns around and goes, I am shocked you didn't come down here to kill him. I'm just being fair. Nothing against you folks. Actually, a lot against you folks. You blew up half my wall. But you're lucky he doesn't just kill you. I kind of thought that's what he was doing. The mayor goes, no. I wanted them to see what they've done to your work and feel bad about it.
I would like to let him try and kill me.
Oh, do you say that out loud?
I think
No.
Is that above table?
I was going to
Say that if
out
it's
loud.
above table, say it's above table. Don't make that lore. Don't make that don't make that canon.
With that said, do you guys
He seems like a
is there anything you guys would like to do here? Obviously, Rolo, we didn't have you for a hot second. Is there anything Rolo would like to do, look around, say, before the mayor leaves, at least?
He just looks around. He's like, "Can we get off this weird ass island already?"
I could not
Yeah.
agree more. Now,
Hold up,
listen,
Mr. Mayor. Hold up.
I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna give you some more fucked up food. I suggest you just eat it this time, because it doesn't mess with your head. It's gonna make you walk really fast. Now, if you want to make a half a day trip, 2 days worth of walking, that's fine. Your guide might be pissed, but just eat the berries. For the love of God, so you can leave this place and I don't have to deal with you again.
Rolo was chuckling this whole time.
He
Theron,
looks at you just angry.
Theron, has lived in the woods for a long time. Would he know what these berries are and like what the side effects might be?
When you see them, they are just berries. He's outright telling you they have fucked with them in this lab to make people move and talk and think extremely quickly.
Meth.
Can I look at Trick and like try and see if he confirms that like he himself messed with them. Because I trust Trick at this point. Man just wants to get his work done.
That's fair.
Yeah, he'll kind of flip around sensing the he like flips around sensing the tension, and he goes, "Yes, I made the berries. It's none of the happiness bullshit happening upstairs. I'm with the mayor. I want newbies off my island as fast as I can. Plus, one of the guides
trust
is
him, I'll
very
take the berries.
slow." The
I
mayor
trust.
goes,
Oh my
"Go
take.
ahead."
No, you're good.
I was just gonna say the mayor just puts his hands up and he goes, "To the bridge." Also, I would like to take whatever tokens you guys have left. We are going to use those to help rebuild this wall.
Touche. I give him my token.
You're the only one who had a token. Yeah, I used mine.
Yep.
You guys all have one for the general goods and one for the traveler's closet, where, if you remember from last week, you could have got an item of clothing, maybe some armor or a weapon or a shield. But now the mayor is asking for that token.
Could have gotten like armor.
I could wear.
Just kind of like shrugs his shoulders, like, yeah, I think we'll go check out the store real quick.
This mayor steps really close to you. You can look at it, but you're not gonna use that token. And he puts his hand out.
As fast as the mayor pulls out his hand, Roller pulls out a dagger, be like, "You ever want to go there?"
The mayor turns and looks at Trix. This gnome, my good friend Trix, and I have known each other for a very long time. It's not just berries he makes bigger, faster, stronger. I promise you, unless you want to become a decoration on the wall, you can bargain any goods, use any gold you have, but that token will not be used at my stores.
Can I before we move on, can I make an insight check to see how serious this dude is?
Oh, absolutely. The first thing you would notice as you're just looking at him is he has already grown about 1.5 feet.
Okay.
So he himself has been experimented on.
Okay, so Theron's just gonna go like right behind Rollo and just be like, "Hey, bud, how about let me try to negotiate? Maybe if you want an item or one, maybe we try and see if we can get one item. Let me just talk to him. All right, I'm talking in his ear.
Right.
No, everyone can hear me. I'm
I don't
trying.
think that's a good idea.
I
don't think that's a good idea.
got this.
I don't think that's a good. You've already pissed off the man so much.
So you don't know this, but you don't know what I'm saying though. So
Well, I can see that you're about to negotiate. and
I'm
do
just
something
talking.
dumb.
I'm just talking.
I have this sense that you're gonna do something dumb.
I will
Wife
say,
sent-
any whisper happening right now is in such close quarters with each other, it does bounce off the wall.
Roger.
So the mayor hears it as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Roller's
fuck.
Can I look and see and like gauge his reaction or anything?
His hand is out. He's maybe still growing just a little bit, but he's just waiting for these tokens.
Can I grab the tokens from both of them? For the love of God, before we encounter the big bad on episode
Do you want
2.
to ask us above table before you do something like that? Do you want to ask us that above?
I'm okay with a sleight of hand check. It would be at disadvantage because you would be going in both pockets and digging at 2 separate times. And it would be against them, just so you know. But you can try it. I'm okay with you trying it.
What's your dex?
My dex is a +2.
So it's a +2.
So sleight of hand +2, add disadvantage. Do I want it?
You will fail so hard. I love you, unless you get a nat 20 both rounds.
I would say you probably know that Theron is going to be a little quicker, faster, or at getting to his token. You wouldn't know Rollo.
Okay, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold out my hand to my husband. Give me the goddamn token. Give me the token.
Sarah's just gonna huff and just be like, "Fine," and just drops the token in her palm.
I give the token to the
And
mayor.
spits on the ground.
I give my token to the mayor. I look over at Rolo.
Rolo, all eyes on you. Two normal-looking ones, one worried-looking one from across the room from a small gnome, and two eyes that are very angry and twitching at this point.
Rolo takes like the biggest hit he could possibly take. And then just blows it right in the mayor's face and hands up the coin like, ain't worth the trouble.
He'll breathe it in, puff it out his nose, crinkle up the tokens and put it in his pocket. He does almost immediately shrink back down to like probably like 5'7" height. And then he walks out.
Okay.
The
No
rest of the
big
party,
bad.
what would you like to do?
No big deal.
Before we dip, before Theron leaves, he's just gonna call out to Trix and be like, "Hey, Trix, any presents for the road?"
For you?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And he turns back to his shelf. He grabs this like thick mixture of something and he like squeezes it really tight to make sure it's tightened down. He goes, I'll hand it to you. I don't want it breaking on the way over there. And he walks over to you. And he looks at you and goes, it is very important. As he hands you this mason jar-like object that like is sealed around the top. You do not let anyone know you have this until you have crossed the bridge.
What the hell are you handing me?
And like this dark brown, it's thicker than just a liquid. It's like mayo, but brown. And he goes, put this in your pocket. Do not let anyone know you have it.
Well, all right. He slides it into one of his coat pockets just to make it like hidden.
Good. I've got to get back to work. You guys stay safe and stop pissing that guy off. He will actually slam you into the wall and explode your skull. So.
A pleasure, Trix. And then Theron leaves.
The pleasure's all mine. And he just giggles as you guys leave.
I like this guy. Let's go.
You guys make your way back to the top?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Back to Welcome's Reach. With most of the people knowing that they probably shouldn't be around anymore, they've all kind of gone back to what they were doing. The mayor just kind of looks at you, wipes off whatever remaining dust is on him. I will see you guys at the bridge within the hour. And he just turns and walks away.
Mockingly, Theron will be like, "Toodaloo, Mr. Mayor. I can't wait to see you within the hour."
Rolo's waving by at him saying, "Bye, buddy."
He cracks his neck as he walks, attempting to ignore it. With that, what would you guys like to do before you get to the bridge? Or are you guys heading straight to it?
Theron's just gonna go high five Rolo. Theron's just gonna go high five Rolo.
Can I smack my husband?
Absolutely.
Not before the high five.
The high five does happen, unfortunately.
The high five
It's
happens.
a good
I'll
one
say
that
after.
like echoes through down the halls or down the cobblestone.
I'll say right after the high five, I smack my husband right on the back of his head.
Whack!
Theron's just like, whatever.
Rolo kind of looks at Theron and be like, "You sure she don't need some of this?" As he takes a couple steps away from her.
She
Yeah.
probably does, but I ain't the one to tell her.
I glare at my husband.
Love you too, sweetheart.
Corolla just kind of looks at both of them like, I'm gonna head to the bridge. That's-
Yeah,
Theron's just gonna follow.
Rolo takes off towards the bridge. Theron, you're following. Veridity, are you following, or is there any last second thing you want to check out here?
I feel like all the townspeople hate us at this point.
Everyone's looking at you probably cautiously. I wouldn't say it's hate for sure.
Can I go check up on the baker? Where is she?
Yeah, she is around the corner here. I don't have her character up anymore because I left it back in the other one. But yeah, she's kind of around the corner. You can see she has like her son, who is old enough not to think it's cool to like have mom around, but he was like checking up on her, and a very small daughter of like maybe the age of 10 or something like that, and they're both just really worried about her. As you kind of peek up, her son's like, you've got to get out of this. Like, we can't keep having that guy down below. And Mara's just like, it's a good deal. I wish you guys understood what he means to this place, but I know what you mean. It's scary having a guy like that down there. As you kind of creep up, the son looks and like his head snaps. He goes, what do you want?
I like put my hands up like slightly to like signal I'm not trying to bother them in any way. I'm here to check up on you.
As Mara's about to say something, the son like steps up even closer. Goes, she's not doing great. She's gonna be way more overworked. She's gonna be worried as hell about the next group of collection that come. Why? Forget it. It's not worth my time even asking. That's why you guys are here, right? You fucked up somewhere else and now you're here. Now you're just fucking up here. And he like picks his mom up a little bit from her crouch position and kind of like pushes her back into the alley. And he just looks at you, and there's like 5 seconds of just looking at you. Do you want to do or say anything to him?
Good luck being a bard.
Mom, you told him? God. As they kind of
And
like
I'm gonna
go down the
follow
alley.
my
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna follow my husband.
Good luck being a bard.
Absolutely. He looked more embarrassed than devastated, but he definitely had that teenage boy like, oh, come on. As you guys do, you make your way to the bridge, and the mayor has this big happy face because there's a decent amount of people here now, and he goes, "All right, with the new group of newcomers looking for their new home, please take some of the berries. Our berries are strictly here to make this a quicker journey to get you to your new home before nightfall." And he glances at you guys, and he takes another breath, goes, "The berries will make you fast, think fast, move fast, feel fast, and won't hurt you in any way whatsoever. It's just something we do to help make this journey go much faster." As there are just bags of berries.
Theron's gonna cup his hands, like as like in the motion of like a microphone, like trying to like project his voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's just gonna be like, "Thanks for the explanation this time," like in the most loudest freaking yell.
As everyone kind of turns back and looks at you, you can hear the muttering of, "Yeah, it was really nice that he explained these berries. Yeah, I'm glad he told us about the berries." And you can tell all these people have had the bread. And so what you've expected to happen didn't really happen. These guys are now just like super jazzed that the mayor explained the berries.
Yeah.
Is he giving us a bag of berries or like a couple berries?
You all get one berry. A singular berry.
Okay, that's good.
Honestly, the target of that thing was actually just towards the mayor.
Oh yeah. Oh, he felt the sting of it for sure. Can one of you, whoever would like to, can someone roll me a d4, please?
Rolo, you have the floor.
Okay.
This determines the guide you get as you look over.
Oh, we got a 4.
Okay. There is a full-blown... Oh, wow. That's hilarious. I'm going to send you guys a screenshot of this once we're done here. But there
We
is
got a 1.
there is a bugbear, a bigger guy, and he seemed super tame, and a group of people walk over to him. There is a very small gnome who's just a sour-pussed kind of face-looking person. Just nothing in the world could be happy to her for sure. There is a that's who I want. Just a human who is kind of, a halfling who's just really nervous and like jittery and like looks at all of you and he's like happy to see you. And he looks down at his sheet and he starts spouting off names. And then you guys all hear your names. And so he kind of steps forward and he goes, "Hi, the name's Farfellow. I've been a guide a very, very long time. I have already had my berry, and I'm more than eagerly ready to get going. You guys are sure glad you didn't get Ken over there. Ken's quite slow, even with the berry. It's about a day and a half march. Maybe not that far. Maybe it's more of a full day." And Ken, obviously being the turtle, goes, "Welcome to the bridge of your dreams." And he like chomps down on a berry. Farfellow goes, "Okay, group. Is everyone ready to go? I'm ready to take off. If everyone, I need a raise of hands, please. If everyone could just confirm that they're ready to go."
I'll raise my hand and then take my berry.
Theron's just so fucking frustrated with taking drugs. It's just like, because he's like, listen, he was happy because like the natural
Force feed you the berry.
the natural like, weed that Rolo was giving him was fine, like the herbal, you know.
Yep.
So just straight up, this is something
Just
Theron is just
been
not
drugged.
happy with.
I force feed you the berry.
No, Theron will eat it.
Okay.
He'll pop it in just painfully and just swallow it like it was like the worst thing on earth. It probably tastes great, but he's just pretending it's like it's just wrong.
And then Rolo, do you raise your hand and also eat your berry?
He does.
Absolutely.
No. Rolo
oh.
takes it and rolls it up in a joint and smokes it.
Farfellow is watching you the whole time. He goes, "Yeah, I'm not quite sure if that's going to have the same effect. You actually may be the one holding up the pack at this point. I'm interested. I actually haven't seen it done that way. Maybe I could enjoy consuming it like that in the future." And he is just on your shoulder watching and waiting. And you can feel a couple people who are also waiting. But the rush of this berry does come into effect. You start to see like the wind pushing leaves and plants in slow motion. You feel even the wind like push up your back and then slowly get to your neck before it pushes off. And suddenly you put your hand in front of your body and you can you blink and it's still in that same frame and before it's almost a blur, your hand alone, before it all kind of settles back in to feel normal. Fairfellow now, "Okay, I think we can begin our journey. It looks like we're all quite ready to take off." And now his demeanor is quite calm and he starts walking over the bridge. Let me know if you don't want to go over the bridge, but you guys are now essentially the Flash right now. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
I'm good with just following. This is
Yeah.
this is interesting.
Okay.
As Rolo's following, he's just gonna like slap the mayor as he's going across the bridge.
It's a singular slap. Your hand goes. Make an attack roll. Actually, give me an attack roll.
Oh, we're gonna figure out the big bad's DC now.
An unarmed strike, sir.
Oh god. A 3.
Roll it.
Oddly enough, your slap, as you kind of go, you see Superman style in Justice League, his eyes slowly tunk, 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 look over at you as his head doesn't even turn. and he smiles as your hand slaps his face. You made a good connection, and if you were to look back, he just looks at you and he kind of just rubs his face a little bit, and he gets out a notebook and it roll me just a straight intelligence real quick.
Yeah, that's the death note right there.
Yeah, damn right, the death note's in this game.
Jesus, bro. Jesus, fuck.
Oh, this game hates me.
You slap this guy. He gets out his notebook. He clearly writes something down and looks at you and nods and smiles. And you go, "Huh, that was crazy. That guy wrote something down." And you think nothing more of it. As you guys go over this bridge, Farfellow has so many things to say about this place. Essentially, what he does, and this is gonna fuck up all of my camera angles, going into first-person mode. But he explains how long this bridge is, how long it's been there, how no one really knows exactly what it's made out of, because it's not cobblestone, it's not brick, it's not just like poured cement. It's something so different and so long and so sturdy that they just refuse to ask questions about it. As this bridge slowly starts to take you over the small canal, the small bay. It's not small, it's massive. Before he starts to explain New Haven Hills. And in his now slowed down speech, he goes, New Haven Hills was where we decided to build our homes. Where those who crossed the bridge decided this is where we were going to make our stand and prove our lives here. That's why we called it New Haven. And hills, because obviously there's some hills. As the day starts to wind down, before I hit my cool button over here, camera angles are terrible. It does start to get a little bit darker outside. As you guys are kind of fully crossing the bridge at this point, you can barely see New Haven Hills off in the distance, and it looks beautiful. If what's the town from Shrek? What is that place called? Does anyone remember? Dulop is... That's it. I nailed it. My Shrek lore is unbeatable.
Apparently.
I haven't seen that movie in forever. As it kind of looks like that, just like the perfect city, as these towers that go like 3-4 stories up seem to still have lights lit in them. You do notice this massive gate starts to open, and this gentleman kind of chewing on some sort of vegetation leans out the window. He goes, "We got a new batch of collection coming." There's muttering on the other side of the wall. And he goes, "All right, fella, who do we got coming?" And he spouts off some things like, "We've got a C, we got 2 B's, we definitely have a C that's a little bit in the back of the group, and somewhere in the middle we're looking at some D's, but mostly F's." And the guy in the window kind of takes a bite of whatever he's chewing on and goes, good to know. Any colors out there?" And he goes, "Yeah, couple blues, 1 or 2 greens, and that's about it." "Oh, there's a red." And he like turns and looks back at you, Veridity, unsure of what all this means. The guy up top goes, "All right," and claps. "Well, I think it's time we give them we give them the hero's welcome that they've been waiting for, right?" And Farfellow kind of turns and looks at you guys. He goes, "Well, it's been a pleasure. I hope you guys have learned quite a bit about the bridge." And he eats another berry, and as you guys start to slow back down, he ramps back up and goes, "And when you get to the other side, make sure you find a place that no one has already taken. If you're having a tough time finding a place, go ahead and make sure you just keep walking all the way to the outskirts of town. There's always a few extra tents out there, and if you don't find any tents out there, there's always a forest, there's a fairgrounds, and there's also the hills. Good luck and goodbye." And he like walks past you guys.
That's where I'm going. Theron heard forest and was like, pulls out map. Bought by the general's
Yes, yes, yes. Can you see it still? The map up there? Oh,
Yes.
you have the map in Discord, actually, huh?
Yes. So we're going
Um,
to the forest, or at least
Dave-
Theron's going to start walking towards the forest immediately.
I'm going with him.
Theron had no like Theron knew where we were going for like the hills and was just like, nah, I know where I'm going.
As you guys kind of reach the edge of this gate, as the door opens up and you hear the person above just being like, well, 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 that must be the red. Those two look like the greens. Hey, you three. And he like bites down again on whatever it is, spits something out. You guys look like you take care of yourself. And it's then as he finishes that, you guys feel a rush of wind as Farfellow comes back and goes, oh, I forgot to mention, these three actually caused quite a bit of a scene over there. There's a very large explosion. And the mayor took them down to look at the explosion himself. If you would believe that yourself. Once again, you three. And he dips his head and goes, good luck and goodbye. And he takes off again.
Roller just goes like, how dare he lie on us?
Oh my god! I'm utterly offended by this man.
From up above, he goes, yeah, that mayor's a real douche canoe, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a trustful, worthy thing to say. You know what? Maybe we're not going to talk to you guys. That's all
fine.
you got is oh yeah.
Theron has no interest in talking to this dude and has already like flipped him the bird and said, "Have a great day," and trying to walk the other way.
Pause. I want to ask about the codes of colors.
Okay, what do you say?
So these two are green, I'm a red. Explain, please.
Well, that's really for us to know, and maybe one day if we need another
I
guardsman.
would like you to explain, please.
Oh, absolutely not. It's how we know who's coming in. You know, most people are just yellows. Most people are just browns.
And it's
But
ranked on what? Intelligence, power, wealth. What is it based on?
Rolo chuckles.
Curiosity. I won't tell anyone else.
Rolo chuckles and like, I think they think you're hot.
Probably.
I don't think it's based on that.
he looks at you guys and he goes, to be fair, I think almost everyone's hot. And he looks around and he goes, my standards are quite low.
Okay.
he kind of like yells out to the back. He goes, my standards are low, aren't they? And they go, very low, sir. Very low.
Feel bad for the men who serve underneath you. You seem like a
disgusting old
dump.
man. I am.
That too.
I am. You don't get this high on the tower without being a little bit of a disgusting old man. But the rankings, the colors, the you know, all that to say, no, I'm not going to tell you jack shit. But maybe
Okay,
you tell
wait.
me.
I now have. Can I make? What would it be if I'm trying to gauge someone's wisdom?
If you're trying to figure out their wisdom, I would be okay with like a straight wisdom check if you're looking to like understand if this person is able to like charisma around you or if it's
Because
just
here's the thing. I have the spell command, which is a wisdom DC.
Give me an insight check.
I'm not gonna cast it yet. I just want
Insight.
to know if he is able.
Yeah. I get what you're going for now. Yeah. Give me an insight check just to kind of feel this guy out. There are two types of smarts and one kind of dumb. There's street smarts, which is more your wisdom, kind of just understanding your surroundings and understanding how to be around people. There's book smarts, people who have spent all day in the books and having some experiences that way. And then there's really dumb, and only one of that kind of smart gets you to on this top of this tower with all these codes and catchphrases, and that would be wisdom. So you know this guy's a bit of a street rat kind of smart guy.
He's a street smart guy. He has good
So
wisdom.
he would be able to save very quickly.
Yeah,
On a
Potentially.
potentially. Potentially.
Okay. I did it. Because here's the thing. Command is a DC 15.
I wouldn't.
I feel like he'd be able to save that pretty quick. As high as that is, I feel like he'd be able to save that.
He's basically a general, so I wouldn't.
You can always try it. There's no harm in trying it. I mean, I guess he
No,
does know
there's
that
harm
you
in
cast
trying
it.
it. There's no harm.
Kind of like just walks up to the guy and puts his arm around him.
He's
It's like-
super, super high up in a tower. He's like shouting all this down to you guys.
The roll looks up
Wait,
like,
how high up?
Like 25-ish feet.
Oh, that's-
that was still reach.
Oh, I
Um,
could probably crack this guy with the musket.
Maybe, yeah.
He's in range.
I just gonna drop it because here's the thing. I think it's based on power.
And you're weak.
I don't know the rankings of it. That's the thing.
Me and Roller are broken. We're cracked.
Would anyone like to roll an intelligence to maybe figure it out?
Yeah, let me do my -2.
No. Come on, Robbie. What is your intelligence?
He rolled a 9.
He rolled a
Oh.
9. I'll let you guys stat dump on
I got a
it if you
15.
want. Okay.
Let me roll real quick.
I still rolled a 15 by
Gotcha.
Somehow,
gotcha.
Wait. I got 19.
nice.
Okay. It's what you guys Rolo, you are positive it's a hotness scale. You know deep down you're like, man, I'm better than green. Come on. But the other two, you know it's some sort of gilded secret language that is like not just the first thing, but the second thing. Maybe one is a power ranking, maybe the other one is what you are or who you are. But the two things that they said kind of after one another has like formed one ideal about you.
I think it's either a power scale or a danger scale.
Sarah's just gonna go over to his wife and be like,
Which then I'm
"To be honest,
surprised.
there's a
that-
lot of moments in our lives that I need to listen to because I'd probably be dead. But right now, this is one of those random moments that you probably should like heed my advice. Let's go."
Fine, I won't kiss, man. We'll go to the forest. I'll figure out that code. I'm gonna look at the gun and I'm like, I'm gonna figure out that fucking code. I'll walk away.
When you do, sweetheart, go ahead and let us know. We'll find you when you find it. And it wasn't threatening. It was just like a challenge, more or less.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I want to cast command so bad.
I was gonna be like, "Hey guys, above board, how would you guys feel if I just crack shot?" What
I'm surprised you did it the second you said sweetheart.
do you think, Dobby? What do you think, Dobby?
Don't kill the man in the tower. We're home. Here's the thing. Sorry, Dobby. Go ahead.
Rolo kind of looks up, holding like 3 or 4 joints in his hands, like, "Can I persuade y'all to tell us what we want to know?"
You know what? Go ahead.
Yeah, the guy, you actually, now that you say that, there are some muttering at eye level somewhere in this like brick structure. Now that you like hear them, you look and there are little murder holes like every 7 feet. 7 feet across, 7 feet diagonal, 7 feet up, and you can hear these people be like, I could use some more ale. I could use some mutton if they're gonna go out and get some mutton. No, silver or nothing, silver. And the guy up top just kind of snaps whatever this vegetation is he's been chewing on, spits something out, chews the rest. Oh, we can be persuaded. Just depends on what you would like to offer up as collateral.
I have something that ain't none of y'all ever had, and it will put you on your ass faster than my buddy's bullets in your forehead.
Oh, you're so sweet.
The guy leans over really, really far, and then he thinks about it, and he disappears for a second. And someone else leans over in his place, clearly trying to mimic his chewing of some sort of vegetation, and he snaps it and kind of coughs a little bit. Yeah, so what you talking about? Partner?
It is a very, very potent medicinal herb. I would gladly give y'all if you simply told us the information we need.
This character gets yanked back. You hear him thud somewhere up there, and the first guy leans over and goes, "Where'd you get that?"
Sorry, my good sir. That's information for me and my buddies only. And you ain't acting like a buddy.
I'm gonna be a real nice guy right about now. I suggest you put that in your pocket, and you close that pocket up. You ever seen what happens to the guy who goes into the tavern tossing a couple gold around for no reason when drinks only cost a copper? Those people get jumped.
Yeah, but. Or, whoever takes your post and tells us the information we want, I will gladly provide them with more than enough for just them.
He looks around and he smiles and he goes, "I think they may need an escort. We can show you any old place you could stay for the night. It's getting dark, and I can't guarantee all the lanterns are going to be lit all the way through town. Would you care for an escort of one of my own?"
Roll
Oh, go ahead.
takes a massive hit and makes sure the smoke will blow up against the wall so it hits the guy. Like, no, we don't need an escort.
Okay. Don't say I didn't try to help you out. And he takes one more good look at you, all three of you, and then he leans back over the wall and he seemingly walks away.
Polo looks at the other two. They gonna try to attack us.
They can try.
Sure. Wow.
The only way in is through this big gate. It's essentially where the bridge meets land is walled off, and you guys are like funneled into this town. Some of the rambling of actually, I'm not just gonna give you that information. Why don't all three of you give me a history check?
Oh, great.
We'll see where we're at. A 15's gonna do it, but let's see how everyone else does.
That one.
Nat 1. Theron, you probably had the most fun flinging your guns around when you were in like fast forward mode. You just had a good time being like, holy shit, I'm the greatest gunslinger of all time. Veridity, you probably had a moment thinking back to nailing an insult on that kid trying to be a bard. But Rolo, you did pay attention when he was talking about how New Haven Hills is one giant confined place, and everywhere kind of around there's houses, there's homes, but there's not much commerce. All that commerce is outside of town, but you can't get to that commerce. There's no shortcut. You have to go through the city.
Question.
Yes.
Theron is, getting freaking, pushed along this group, because like you said, it's pretty confined. He's pretty confident that he can get on top of that roof and just book it towards the forest.
Yeah.
On top of a roof.
Yeah. You
Um,
so okay, go ahead. Hit me with your question here.
so can I? Yeah, like, am I able to, like, would I be able to? Because depending
you're
on,
trying to leave the two of us.
no, I'm trying. Well, I'm going to talk to y'all and be like, hey, y'all. The big question is, are we able to? Because I don't know how tall these these houses might be.
I would say for sure you look at this wall and there's enough handholds and there's enough murder holes that you could probably get a foot in or a couple fingers and like yank yourself up until you get up there. You're not sure if it would be easy, but you think you could do it for sure. You've done worse.
Okay.
It on top of the wall
No,
or
I'm
on
trying to
top
get
of the house?
trying to get on top of the roof so we can just like, because
Oh.
according to this, it's a very confined space, so we can.
No, what he's saying is that the town we are in
Uh huh.
is walled off.
Oh, so it's not
Attack
like
on
So, like,
Titan
the
style.
place
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we are living-
okay.
The place we are living is confined. He's not saying we ourselves are confined like in a little box.
No, I get that
He's
part.
saying that the town, like he just said, Attack on Titan style, everything is walled.
Yeah, but even
Meaning-
Attack on Titan style.
Meaning the only way you can get out. That the point of what he's saying is that the only way you can get out is through this gate.
Oh, for sure. I'm just saying it's going to take us forever through this people. Plus, there's a good chance we might get like pickpocketed while we're trying to leave. You know.
Well, we're going to a more deserted area. Because here's the thing: a lot of people want open field.
Sure.
We're going to a forest. They specifically said that the forest is one of the last places to be picked.
Cool. My point is, we should go on top of the roof so we could hurry on out of here.
That's gonna end up with someone cracking their skull open.
If you now that I kind of understand what you're thinking, you think you can easily get on a roof and get a better vantage point, and it might be like a bunch of jumps to like get to the wall to then see over the wall. But I mean, I think you could get on top of a roof fairly easy. That'd be like a DC 8 probably.
And then be able to like walk across the top of the buildings.
There might be a trickier spot from time to time depending on how good you guys are at scouting it out. But how about we all think about it? Let's take a little 5-minute break. Go to the bathroom, do any quick chore you need to do, and we'll come right back to this place, and you guys would have 5 minutes out of game to think about it.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right. Come, we'll meet you guys back here in about 5 minutes.
Roger.
Hey, it's the GM Matt again. Funny story. We took break. We all came back, and we lost Dobby to some technical difficulties. So here I am again saying, whoops, I'm going to take a chunk out of this video, put in this little audio recording, and slap it in so you guys know what's going on. So end of the video is coming up rapidly soon. Once again, thanks for bearing with us. Thanks for sticking around. See ya. I will do for sure is kind of give you guys an idea of what you were looking at. So the people that you were chatting with are like way up here, up in like this top area.
Okay.
This is the gate that kind of like pushes you through the city. And yeah, like as you can see, all the buildings could get you closer. But yeah, it would be some parkouring, but to like get on top of a nearby city or a nearby house is for sure doable. It would just be difficult to then bounce up higher and higher and close enough. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Okay.
That maybe sounded like a Dobby. Was that a Dobby? Maybe not. So I guess with that, you guys are here within New Haven Hills. There is a massive collection of people that are like just been transported in. Even the slow turtles group is now just getting here. So you guys are like kind of forced and pressured to keep moving through the city. Would you guys mind making me a history check one more time to kind of hear a word and recognize that you've heard it before.
Yes, Adrian, are you making a history check?
Again?
Mm-hmm. Now, yeah, a different one at this point, but yes.
Yeah, a 1.
Ah, yes.
Not a natural one, a dirty one.
A dirty one. We'll give Dobby just a second here, but you gotta love the internet. This is the best part about the internet.
All I want for Christmas is you. Ooh, baby.
All I want for Christmas is for the internet to always do exactly what we want it to do.
I know, right? All I
I
want for
know.
Christmas is for Bobby to freaking hop in here and play some awesome D&D with us.
You guys just get off the island and Dobby's like, you know what? I'm out. I wanted to be on that island forever.
Honestly, he was going to. He's going to be a freaking splat on the wall for a hot minute there.
Got pretty close.
Bobby, there.
Well, here's what we'll do. I don't want to go too much further because I don't want Dobby to miss out on there being a moment that Rolo wants to participate in. Dobby, if you can hear us, if you could roll a history check really, really quick. If you can't hear us, that's fine. We'll kind of call it quits here for the night. I just kind of wanted to explain what this history check was. Going once. Going twice.
Team stopped working.
Oh
Hmm.
no. All
He
right.
said his mic stopped working.
Here's the good news is now I get to test out my editing skills. So 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. There we go. That's a good place to hear myself edit. Can't fix that on Twitch, but I can fix it on YouTube. We'll edit this chunk out. We'll kind of jump towards the end where we just kind of say, hey, we're going to call it quits here for tonight. We're having some technical difficulties. Who knows? If you guys maybe have time, I have a couple days off coming up. Maybe we can dive a little bit into this new city if we all kind of get the chance throughout the week. But yeah, our players have now made it to New Haven Hills. They've kind of got harassed a little bit by some guards who maybe seem to be guards. And what I'll tell you guys is once you guys get past this initial push of people, you do hear the whisper, oh, collections are here. Oh, new group. The boat must have come in. Oh God, these are some weak looking collections. And Veridity, that word collection you hear over and over, and you're like, you know, the Baker used that term, the mayor used that term, even Trix used that term, and even our guide used that term. And that term collection has kind of started to echo in your head. As this beautiful, shiny New Haven Hills, as you're like processing that Veridity with your check of 14, you're seeing this city as you guys walk through it get shittier and shittier until it stops even being a city and it's just a collection of people in tents. Night fully has fallen, and you even hit a point where lamps aren't lit anymore. You guys are walking by moonlight at this point, and you are still within this city. And we will pause as you guys are towards the edge of New Haven Hills and closer to the slumps. Any of you that kind of stuck around through the night, we appreciate it. I'm Matt. I'm a guy who made a wacky, weird thing. Kevin's the guy making the weird sounds. Dobby's the one who we can't hear, but that's okay. We'll hear him next week. And who else do we still have here?
You got me, Theron.
Yep, we got Star playing Theron. Star, we appreciate you. And of course, who's our last person still here?
I am Adri playing Veridity.
It's been a pleasure. Once again, we had a short one last time. Usually we'll play a little bit longer than this, but sometimes the world gets in the way. Thank you guys for being around. This has been The World That Was Promised. Once again, here at the Tavern Board. Star, if you want to do a quick plug before we take off, now would be a great time to do it.
Hopefully y'all had a good time listening to us play the World That Was Promised. Hopefully y'all have also had a great holiday with Christmas being here. My heart goes out to everyone that is having a not so great Christmas, and I do hope for y'all. If you need a place to play games, have fun, because sometimes that's all you need is an escape. I definitely recommend coming down to the Tavern Board and really just having some fun.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all have a good night.
Absolutely, and we'll for sure see you guys next year. Thank you guys for being a part of it. See ya. Bye.